Happy New Year, EFC Warriors. I hope that you had a really fun and rejuvenating winter break. And as we head into the second half of the year, I want to take a few minutes to provide you with a quick overview of our strategic planning process this winter and spring. As you may recall, when we visited sites to do our State of the Org sessions in October, we shared that EFC will be engaged in strategic planning this year. And in this short video, I want to reground in our vision and the purpose of strategic planning, and then share a quick overview of the process and the timeline. We choose hope over fear. We see the future not as something outside of our control, but as something we can shape for the better through concerted and collective effort. President Barack Obama inspired us with these words in 2014, and they still resonate deeply today. As our educational system navigates the stormy seas of pandemic-exacerbated inequities, we must engage in a concerted and collective effort to keep moving towards the compelling vision that our children deserve. And our vision is really compelling. Our aim is to ensure that our students develop not only academic mastery, but also a high degree of personal agency and an integrated identity. And strategic planning is an important way that we can engage in that concerted and collective effort to keep us moving forward towards a future where all of our students consistently challenge those predictable patterns of performance and access to opportunity. You may recall this visual from our October sessions. By engaging in strategic planning, we ensure that our collective efforts are vision and values aligned, and that we develop focused, actionable plans that have budgets and staffing aligned to our goals. And you might be wondering, how exactly does strategic planning differ from site planning? Well, history tells us that we're stronger together, that we accomplish more when we're united in service of a common purpose. And that's why every 3 to 5 years, we use strategic planning to unite behind a set of high-priority, organization-wide, long-term strategies. And then we use the site planning process to create annual school-level plans that align to both these multi-year, organization-wide strategies and additional site-specific strategies, using real-time data to adjust course as needed. So now that we've grounded in the purpose, let's talk a little bit about the process, timeline, and next steps. So we are learning from 2 educational equity partners as we design and implement our strategic planning process. One of our partners is Attuned Education Partners. We selected them to support us because of their deep expertise in strategic planning and because they're mission aligned to EFC. The mission of Attuned is to build the capacity of pre-K through 12th grade organizations to drive educational equity and excellence for underserved students. Our second partner is the National Equity Project, or NEP for short. NEP is coaching our leaders to meaningfully engage families, staff, and students in all of our planning processes. So let's take a look at the strategic planning process. Phase 1 has already launched, with our EFC-wide DEI Committee and Family Leadership Council providing input on the development of a set of equity commitments that build on previous year's DEI Committee work. Next, in late January, we'll form a strategic planning steering committee. That team will partner with Attuned to do a diagnostic and assess our current state. And let's talk about what that looks like. To understand our strengths and our growth areas, a team from Attuned will visit 3 of our schools to learn about and then provide a fresh perspective on our practices. And they'll support us to analyze data from all 6 school sites. We chose 3 schools in an effort to represent the diversity of EFC students and practices. All families, students, and staff will be invited to complete a strategic planning survey administered by Attuned. That's at all 6 sites. And then representatives from all stakeholder groups across the 6 schools, families, staff, students, and leaders will be invited to participate in focus groups to dig deeper into their experiences. Finally, additional data sources will include a variety of academic outcomes data like FastBridge and SBAC, as well as various sources of school culture data like the SCI, Insight, and student belonging surveys. The purpose of looking at all of that data, observational, survey, focus group, and outcomes data, is to assess what's working and what's not working so that we can build on strategies that are working and modify or discontinue strategies that aren't working. Successful strategic planning entails first taking time to notice and reflect on where we've been and where we are now in relation to our long-term vision. Once the diagnostic is complete, we'll move into the actual strategic planning phase. The steering committee will receive support from Attuned to analyze diagnostic data and respond to it by identifying core elements of the new strategic plan in the areas of instruction, student culture, and adult culture. That process will take several months, and the steering committee will return to the family, student, staff, and leader focus groups for feedback on key elements of the plan before reaching consensus and submitting it for approval. Thank you for your time that you took to view this video. I'm really excited to plan together with you in the coming months so that we can move ever closer to our most compelling vision. And I'll be back with more updates in our new EFC newsletter. Have a great day.